Now, where exactly is Eternal Atake by Lil Uzi Vert? That's a question I'm really starting to ask right now because the amount of delays this project has been faced with is kinda crazy. So back in July, Uzi tweeted this, teasing his fans with what seemed to be a new project. Eternal means forever, Atake means to overtake. Around a week after this tweet, he put up this album cover on his Instagram. As you can see, this was pretty much confirmation that Eternal Atake was the name of his next album, and this right here was the album cover. But as of now, he might have actually changed the cover of the album due to the fact that, if you remember, the cover art was very similar to this photo right here, which is the official artwork of the Heaven Gates cult, who were actually in the process of suing Lil Uzi Vert because of that. I made a video on this entire controversy. If you want to check out the video, I'll put a link to it in the description below, or you can wait until this video is done and then that video will pop up at the end of this one. But right now we are of course in 2019 and Eternal Atake is nowhere to be found. Let's just say that Lil Uzi Vert fans have been getting very impatient. The last time we got a project from him was back in August 2017 when Love is Rage 2 came out, so it's really been a while, and at this point fans are simply looking for answers. And recently he put up this photo on his Instagram with the caption, "If you waited this long, why not wait a little longer?" Obviously he's paying attention to what the fans are saying, otherwise he wouldn't have put this up. But if you're a fan of him, then you know that he's been dealing with label issues, which is one of the most important things we should talk about regarding him not releasing Eternal Atake. In 2017 he put up this tweet after fans were asking him why he's not releasing any music. "We all make mistakes to get better. I should have never signed, but I'm gonna turn all this shit upside down, you know, the way it's supposed to be." And then very recently he also talked about the delay of the album on Instagram Live.
Y'all talking about drop something at least? I'm trying to drop something. I dropped new Paddock, like that shit ain't getting leaked. I've been trying to drop something. Bro, this is my life now. All I can do is make music and sit back and wait for y'all response and make visions to the shit. If you think I don't want to drop music,
as you can see, it's very clear that Uzi himself wants to release music, so I honestly think the blame should be put on the label. I feel like he's being held back in some kind of way because Uzi is an artist who's been very spontaneous with releasing new stuff. That's exactly what he used to do when he was a new name in the game coming up, and just like the smart guy he is, he's not gonna go on his Instagram Live blatantly disrespecting his label because that's not gonna do him any good whatsoever, especially if his contract requires that he releases at least a couple more projects while he's signed. We could compare this situation to Bryson Tiller, who's been getting ultimatums from his fans to release music. He himself recently came out and said that he's personally not happy with this album at the moment and it won't be coming out anytime soon. I'm mentioning Bryson Tiller because this is two completely different situations of the same thing. On one hand, we have an artist who wants to release music, but it's the label who's been holding him back in ways that we don't know about. And on the other hand, we have another artist who wants to release music, but it's the creative process that's been kind of messing with him. And I say all that to say, let Lil Uzi Vert take his time. Clearly he wants to give you music, but there's things that he can't control that's been holding him back. I came across a couple tweets from Joe K, who's a founder of Soulection, which is an independent music platform, and this is what he said: "When are people gonna stop pressuring their favorite artist with 'Where's the album? I'm waiting, you falling off, been too long, I hope you go through another breakup so you can write new music. Stop with that. You don't own the artist or know what it feels like to be them. It's so weird to act like that. That doesn't inspire an artist to want to put out new work. It just puts more pressure and anxiety on us. Every artist has different ways of working, different time frames. The bigger we get, the more pressure and processing it takes." I think these tweets that I just showed you is pretty much in a nutshell what I think about this entire situation. This is simply the downside of having a very supportive fan base who a lot of the times can get very selfish. It's almost like people forget to put themselves in their favorite artist's shoes even for once, and it really just comes down to people not being considerate at all. I challenge everyone who's watching this video to not put so much pressure on your favorite artist and just realize that there's things that sometimes get in the way of them supplying you with new music, and 90% of the time it's out of their control. This actually reminds me of a way bigger problem, which is artists releasing way too much music nowadays anyway. I mean, a lot of what's getting released right now is nothing but garbage fast food music, so yeah, that's what I have to say about where Eternal Atake actually is. Personally, I think it's already done, but there's things that Uzi has to solve behind the scenes with his label so he can actually release it. But what's your thoughts on this entire topic regarding the delay of Eternal Atake? Why do you think it's taking so long for the album to get released? Definitely let me know in the comment section below and let's have a discussion about this.